the students' assignments so you can complete the rubric for them. We're going to find their work in the assignment, just like normal. As you can tell, it has a very similar feedback view. However, now we have the rubric attached here. Do you know that you can pop the rubric out to see an enlarged version here and also mark it that way? You can also assess in the smaller version here, including dropping down to see detailed descriptions of the criteria and the different levels for that criteria. And then you can select where you think the student lies. Then I'm also going to go and view the student side of it. You'll notice that it colors in a box to indicate that that has been chosen as the assessed level for students, and there is no box if you have yet to. It automatically tabulates the score based on what you've selected. It also gives you the private comment space to leave feedback. Remember, we do have talk and comment, which is a great one to leave audio recordings describing the work. So in this case, I would say, Marcus, I love how you were able to identify that there was something similar between these two fractions, 3/6 and 1/2, in number 7. But you said they're the same shape. I want you to think about that. They are the same shape, but what's more important about the 3 parts out of 6 and the 1 part out of 2? They're the same size. So 3/6 and 1/2. What do we say when the fractions are mean that they're the same size? What is that called? We call that equivalent fractions. So now we're able to leave that little copy and pasted right in the private comments, and it's even more powerful to use something like screencastify is always an option as well, so you can direct students' attention using their inking to particular parts of the question. But this is just how you can leave feedback and assess using those rubrics that you created. When I'm ready, I click post, and now the student will have access to my comments as well as the different criteria levels selected by the teacher. All right, let's go over to the student view. So my student view, it does not need to be turned in as you just saw, so it usually is better to have the student turn in the work. That gives teacher control, but just do know that it's not completely necessary. You'll see that that private comment of feedback that my teacher left me with the voice note there is down below. And when I click on my work, I can go in to see any feedback left there. I also have the rubric down below. Now, for some reason, even though the teacher clicked post, I need to hit refresh here because I already have this one open and ready to go. But the student will then see their posted scores down below. So the teacher actually needs to return the work to students before they will see the grade you've left. So student will be notified and check any grade after we return the work. So it is that work cycle of having the student turn it in and then return it, kind of then communicates the marks to the student. Now, as you can see, the student can see their feedback comment again in the private comments and the different levels on the rubric below.